So Logan Paul has finally uploaded his official apology for the entire CryptoZoo drama that went down. We talked about it previously in this channel, but things keep getting worse. And his apology video was a little bit weird for multiple reasons that we'll get to. But the good thing is he at least confirmed that he's dropping the lawsuit against Zilla, which is great news. He also announced a 3-part plan for CryptoZoo and how he was going to try and fix it. And he did the unthinkable. He actually apologized. Again, there was something off about the video and the whole thing feels weird, so let's get right into it.
Zilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego, flair, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is that suing Zilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward.
Okay, so the first thing right away you'll notice is that he actually posted this on his secondary channel and not on his main one, because when he first responded to Zilla, he did it on his main YouTube channel, Logan Paul, to over 23 million of his subscribers. That response video has now been deleted after getting massive criticism and getting destroyed by dislikes. The second channel where he posted the actual apology is a complete joke. He hasn't posted for over 4 months until a few days ago, and the only reason why the channel that continues to get views is because of shorts and then cringe music videos like this one that he used to make. His official apology video where he apologized to Zilla and everybody else also got destroyed with dislikes and had a lot of negative criticism in the comments, with comments like this one. So definitely uploading it on a channel that you know is not going to get as many views is a bit of a bad faith move in my opinion.
Part 6 is the more he says and the more he continues to spread this misinformation that this was any sort of con or scam, the more I have for the lawsuit that I am filing, the defamation lawsuit that is happening, because this is wrong. This is fucking wrong. And there's a reason he won't come on this show. And he knows it's because he can't lie to me with his chest out while sitting in front of me. But now,
the best decision he made was to drop the lawsuit against Zilla. It just doesn't look good when a bigger YouTuber sues or goes after a smaller YouTuber after getting exposed. But Logan Paul sounded very serious and confident when he said that he was going to sue Zilla. So what changed? Logan Paul's excuse was that the video was fueled by rage and ego, which doesn't make sense at all. He had, according to this tweet, at least 10 days to work on the response video. 10 days to make a 7-minute response video, which he clearly looked it over and approved it to be uploaded. Now, this is what I find interesting. The way the video was set up, the way that it was shot, and the fact that Logan Paul called Zilla the Keemstar of finance videos made me think that he might have gotten a little bit of help from our friend Schultz.
From Cobra Kai doing opening flagrant. Well, I'm not Johnny.
He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, and he's nothing more than the Keemstar
and the most hated man.
So clearly he knew what he was going to say and had it well planned out way before. He just wasn't expecting the massive criticism and backlash that he got, which made him switch his position on the spot.
Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our Zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially, you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the releasing your animals into the wild to accrue your yield function. To say I am disappointed in how this was handled internally is an understatement. There's a full internal investigation going on along with an audit, and we are going to pursue full legal action for whomever needs to be held accountable. If any money is recovered in the process, it'll go right to the community. My sole obligation is to my supporters.
And when it comes to Logan Paul's 3-part plan to repay everybody, I guess it's better than nothing. But here's the thing, even if we ignore the technical side of it and all the sketchy things around it, you can't really ignore the fact that crypto is way down compared to what it was when people bought in. I'm sure there was a bunch of people that went in at the height of everything. Now crypto coins are way down, and obviously $1 million now, it's not the same as back then. Regardless, you can make your own decision of whether Logan Paul is a good person or a bad person, but at the very least, you can't ignore that there is a lot of evidence out there that proves that at the very least, he may not have the best intentions in mind and kind of is reckless with his own audience. But the fact that now Logan Paul has a track record of apologizing and being involved with sketchy stuff, at the very least, makes you question the guy.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
And I said this to you off camera, but I'll say it on camera. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry.
I appreciate that.
And I know this video is long overdue. Here it is. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me. I appreciate your guys' patience while we do our internal investigation, and I promise to be transparent and disclose any information we find out in the process. And lastly, thank you, CoffeeZilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation, and I mean that. Thank you, bro.
I won't get too deep into this one because I hate to be the guy that brings up other people's past, but I think it's relevant and important when it comes to this situation specifically because it gives you better context. Logan and also his brother Jake have a track record of getting involved in sketchy projects at the very least in the past.
It's me, Logan Paul. Now I know what you're thinking. Logan, what the f are you doing here? I'm doing the same thing as you. Holding my doink. That's what I'm doing. This is a coin I believe in. It's my favorite one, to be honest. Dink Doink is so much more than a meme coin. It's a multimedia coin. Cartoon meets crypto. It's the blockchain, baby. In cartoon, fun, comedy format. I'm gonna be doing an episode myself soon. And as a holder in Dink Doink, I believe in this. I think it's gonna go crazy. Some of my friends and celebrities as well are gonna get involved in episodes doing voiceovers, fun cartoon stuff. It's Dink Doink, bro. And I'm ready to start sucking some dink. I'll see y'all soon.
They say we're entitled and lazy. They tell us to go to college, get a job, retire at 65. How's that working out for us? Are your parents happy? Are they living the life they wanted? There's over $1 trillion in student loan debt and people with outdated education who can't even get a job for the student loans they took out that now haunt them for life. Maybe we're too young to have experienced this yet, but if you're not, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I've had enough of it. Our generation is better than this. We deserve better, we're smarter. So what's the solution? Learn from me and a dozen other experts and millionaires on how to break free from the normal 9 to 5 and live life on your terms by achieving financial freedom.
And never really addressing it until it becomes a big thing, like now with the CoffeeZilla when he made his 3-part series. Because CoffeeZilla actually talked about this a year ago and nobody really cared about it until now that he got a lot of traction. And here's some evidence, in my opinion, that shows Logan Paul's true character. When he talks to Mike about suing CoffeeZilla and the fact that Coffee has a $10 million studio, hinting at him coming for that money.
In the veil of, I don't make money off this platform. I'm doing God's work. I'm doing justice, by the way. Go sign up to my Patreon. Go join my Patreon. We're gonna see the behind the scenes of my $10 million studio. $10 million studio. You got $10 million? Where did that money come from? I don't think so. Hal?
I think he might be saying that sarcastically.
Or he rented it.
So you're saying he embellished or like rounded up?
No, I think he just says it sarcastically. It's like a joke.
It's in his descriptions on his Patreon, which I joined. He kicked me off though.
He refunded him.
To be fair, they could be joking, but there's always truth behind all jokes. And the fact that he sounded so serious and salty that CoffeeZilla was actually pumping out his Patreon and making money just makes it look like Logan Paul is only focused on the money. Now, the craziest part of this story is that CoffeeZilla, a fairly new YouTuber, actually put Logan Paul, a big YouTuber, into a corner. He backed him into a corner and forced him to address a problem, a huge problem that was going on. Once again, as long as Logan Paul continues to make content, he will never truly be canceled. In my opinion, he was doing a good job at cleaning up his image, doing the whole shift, growing out his beard, doing more serious stuff like the podcast, instead of making the cringe vlog videos that he used to make in the past. But this definitely does not help, because it makes you wonder if he has involved himself with sketchy businesses in the past. Wouldn't it be fair to also question the Prime brand? That one is obviously pure speculation, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Like if you liked the video, subscribe to support the channel, dislike if you didn't like it. That's all we have for today. See ya.